One thing, JR, you never want to play with me. You don't want me to expose how you was saying that you kicked her out and she went back to her mother's house. Not Mrs. Braxton, not Mrs. Not Mrs. Singer with the sold out tour that JR also told me was flex. It was cap.
Chill, y'all might want to grab a chair for this one because Tommie Lee just dragged Tamar to the pits of hell after Tamar called her a crackhead. Tommie jumped on IG Live and spilled all the tea about how she made JR eat her groceries and how JR has been allegedly mistreating Tamar. Tommie said JR told her all Tamar's personal business, including how he kicked Tamar out of his house and how she lied about her tour being sold out even though she was barely selling any tickets. And before y'all start calling Tommie a liar, she came through with the receipts, and baby, she didn't tell one lie.
I should have recorded his head in my ass. I should have recorded that, but I try to keep the moment personal.
Okay, so all this mess started a few weeks ago when Krishan physically assaulted James Wright at Tamar's concert and left him with a messed up face and broken tooth. At the time, people blasted the hell out of Tamar. People felt like Tamar had no business inviting Krishan to her stage in the first place and accused her of trying to use Krishan to promote her tour, which Tamar denied. Things got even more messy when Tommie inserted herself into the drama and threw shade at Tamar. She called Tamar irrelevant and accused her of lying about not using Krishan for clout. I just wonder, would this one, not all the rest, but if she wasn't there, would this one have been this viral? Remember the question when you respond. This set Tamar off, and she went off on Tommie on her IG stories. She called Tommie a jobless reality TV star and even accused her of being a cokehead. She said, "And before somebody takes my phone, if you on crack and your name starts with a T and you never even sold out a bag of blow pops, stay silent. God bless y'all. Let me and my team heal from this trauma in peace." Oh, but Tommie did not let this slide, and she clapped right back at Tamar. "Gotta address me for it to hit, Muppet baby. Nothing a B say even apply to me, so I don't be moved at all. I can't even ask a question without getting in a frenzy. Don't flatter yourself, mama. Be glad I noticed." Baby, Tommie clearly wanted all the smoke, and Tamar had no problem giving it to her. She said, "So now y'all want me to address out-of-work reality stars? Never. Me and my Muppet employed will keep you on the list. If I need a non-fighting cokehead for $2,500 an episode for one of these shows of mine I'm casting for, we not the same. Go sell some for your next hit. I'm finna come with my next hit." After this, she also added the caption, "Courtside #Muppets." And if you remember, that was exactly what she called Tamar during their back and forth. Tamar went radio silent after this very nasty clapback and didn't mention a word about this. However, just a week ago, JR posted a series of photos of her and him announcing that they were back together. People were obviously embarrassed for her going back to him after he literally teamed up with Tommie to embarrass her. Tamar made things even worse when she decided to put Tommie on blast and called her a crackhead again for the second time. She went on a whole rant about how Tommie tried to ruin her relationship and how she got her man back. Now, I don't want to sound mean, but I'ma need Tamar to wake up from this delusion, cause ain't nobody checking for JR. All he does is cheat and embarrass her all day, every day.
That's why I had to go get my man back, y'all. If y'all thought I was gonna let my man go because he took some crackhead to a basketball game while we was broke up. No, man. That was not my man. He don't owe me no loyalty when we broke up. Could have went out with his homeboy. What's up? It's all fair game when you broke up. Don't get it up. Good man, Savannah.
This time around, Tommie did not let up on Tamar, and she embarrassed the life out of her and exposed all her dirty secrets, including about how JR abused her. He even threw Tamar out of the house at one point, and she had to go live at her mother's house. According to Tommie, she complimented JR for wearing a suit one time, and since then, he has been all up in her DMs and even offered to fly her out.
Let's get into it. So all I said was, hi. All I said was, he had a nice suit. And from there, he was thirsty. He wanted to fly me out. What's wrong with me going to a game? What is wrong with the situation is that is your man, as you call it. That is your man. He knew it was a situation with me and you. And he was down. He was down to play op games. I wouldn't take nothing like that serious, my love. One thing, JR, you never want to play with me. You don't want me to expose how you were saying that you kicked her out and she went back to her mother's house. Not Mrs. Braxton. Not Mrs. Not Mrs. Singer with the sold out tour that JR also told me was flex. It was cap. It was she flexing. She don't have no soul. That between me and you was his exact words. The tour not sold out. He said you was messy. He said you went back to your mother's house. He told me a lot of things that he shouldn't tell a stranger. I just met this man less than a week. Love, if that's your man, as you say, then you need to check him. You need to really check him and check your situation and really see if you're sleeping with the enemy or not. I am not your problem. I don't know you.
Oh, baby, but Tommie was not done. She also accused JR of eating her groceries. Apparently, they had an agreement that she would allow him to sleep with her after he ate her out. But after he was done, she refused to let him smash and threw him out. She also denied these allegations by Tamar about her being a crackhead.
That ate my ass and I sent him on his way. It wasn't for the slaves, for the slaves. This how I calling me a crackhead? I did it for us. For us. Sean Pink. You got me fucked up. I should have just reported. I should have recorded his head in my ass. I should have recorded that. But you know, I try to keep the moment personal. He never me. But the sad situation is like, we're black. Tamar, I could say your name. I know I'm not a crackhead. I live too well, baby, and I've never indulged in drugs. I don't have to keep saying that. Y'all gonna run with whatever.
She also said JR told her Tamar was lying about her tour being sold out, and that's why she had to bring Krishan on stage anyway.
Now we see why she wanted Krishan to be at her sold out tour. Now we see. Nobody would even know. Nobody would even know, babe. Nobody was checking. Nobody knew, which was my exact point to begin with. Nobody would know. And you keep little shit like this going up and going on because nobody would know. You need to channel that energy, love. Have a seat on the couch. Before I start my day,
Child, Tommie ate Tamar up and left no crumbs at all. It's honestly sad that Tamar would allow JR to disrespect her so much, and she just keeps going back to him. Tommie also posted screenshots of her chat with JR, where he was being very thirsty. She added the caption, "Thirsty to sell his book. All it took was a compliment to get you're a good man, Savannah. Wake up, mama." See, but then she put the nail in the coffin when she posted an entire audio recording of JR saying some very nasty things about Tamar while praising Tommie.
She should be supporting you.
Yes.
And then when he went after her, then she came out with a comment. Of course. Yeah. But I haven't, between you and I ain't talked to Tamar. And
his favorite words, between you and I.
When I said I didn't want to be with her.
Oh.
She's been trying to get with me ever since.
Oh!
She's been trying to get with me every day since.
Kind of corny. Please, you know what I'm gonna do to you, boy. Sit on your head.
We did.
JR later posted a lengthy note to his IG stories, apologizing to Tamar for putting her in this situation. He also said he regrets ever being in contact with Tommie and that he was now a changed man. He said, "As a man, I stand on being accountable. I never should have gone out with that lady. I never should have had conversations with her. I regret all of it. I should have never done that to Tamar. She's an amazing woman. I did some stupid shit while I was single. I love her and I'm glad to have my woman back. This too shall pass and I'll spend the rest of my life protecting my queen." But I mean, we all know this is just a huge load of BS, so Tamar will not leave him. All it takes is for them to break up again, and he's gonna go right back to embarrassing her. Now, as usual, people had a whole lot to say about this mess. Like this person who said, Tamar stupidly took that white man back and tried to embarrass Tommie by calling her a crackhead. Tommie came with the ultimate clapback by dropping receipts that he was pillow talking and exposed all of her business while eating her. Another person said, "I just went to Tommie's IG story. Tamar, baby, you look like a fool. And that white man is a hot ass mess. I told you, you were sleeping with the enemy. Tommie said she did it for the ancestors. Tamar, stand up." But now I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all think about Tommie exposing JR for betraying Tamar and telling her all of Tamar's business? And do you think Tamar is finally leaving him this time, or will she keep claiming him as her man? Y'all been knew what to do. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.